You're listening to the Shaun of the South podcast, brought to you by Food City, dedicated to providing you, their valued customer, with top quality products at the best value every day. From certified Angus beef to locally grown produce and in-store made baked goods, nobody does food like Food City. Find a store conveniently located near you at foodcity.com. Shaun of the South starts now. Brian was walking the Arkansas highway shoulder with only the moon to guide him, backpack slung over his shoulder, and it was blisteringly cold. He was 23 years young, and this was not a friendly evening, weather-wise. Tonight it was colder than a brass toilet seat in Nova Scotia. His home life was a wreck. He had decided tonight on this very walk that he was going to end it all. He didn't have the details worked out, but he'd made up his mind. And then a pickup truck practically materialized out of nowhere. The headlights were blinding. The vehicle pulled over. Inside was an older woman, and the heater was blaring. "Get in," said the older woman, and she didn't say this as a question. Brian piled into the bench seat beside her, and the heat felt good on his cold, wet body. "Where are you heading?" she said. Her gray hair was messy, like it hadn't been combed since the Crimean War. Her eye was wild. "I don't know," said Brian. She just looked at him. "Are you an angel?" she said. He laughed. "What? Tell me the truth." He wasn't sure if this old woman was pulling his leg. No, I'm no angel." She stared at him like she was boring a hole through limestone. "Well, I can take you as far as Little Rock. That's where I'm going. I'm meeting my granddaughter tonight." "Okay. Yes, ma'am. Little Rock will be great." In a few moments, they were careening down the highway. The interior of her truck was plastered in religious paraphernalia, a Jesus air freshener, a dashboard compass that said, "Straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life," and a crucifix gear shifter. The old woman broke the silence first. "My granddaughter's in labor tonight. She's having her baby." "Really?" "Yeah. You're looking at an honest-to-goodness great-grandmother." "Well, congratulations." She stared again, longer this time. "You sure God didn't send you?" "Nobody sent me." "Then what were you doing on the side of the highway in the middle of the night? It's kind of weird." He looked out the window. "It's complicated." "Well, maybe you're one of God's messengers and not a full-blown angel. Maybe that's how it works." No. During their long drive, the lady received a phone call. It was her granddaughter. There were complications with the birth, the phone call said. So there was a change of plan. They headed straight for the hospital, and Brian tagged along because he had nowhere else to go. They found the family in the waiting room of the maternity wing. Everyone was weeping uncontrollably. "The doctors just told us," someone said. "They don't know if the baby's going to live. They say it might die." And Brian could think of nothing else to do, so he held the weeping woman as she sobbed into his chest. And he stayed with her that evening in the hospital. 4 hours later, a doctor came into the waiting room. The doc gave the old woman good news. Her great-grandbaby would live. The old woman grabbed the young vagrant by the arm, and together they went into the hospital room to see the child. And no sooner had Granny entered the room than she presented the infant to the young man. At first, he declined to hold the child, but the old lady was insistent. So he took the baby. He pressed the baby against his chest and felt the warmth of its little body. "We're naming him after his guardian angel," the woman announced. "His name will be Brian." I don't care who you are. We are all somebody's guardian angel. Well, thanks for listening to Sean of the South. I've been your host today, Sean Dietrich, and it has been a true privilege. To find out anything more about what I do, you can visit SeanDietrich.com, or for those who are not particularly good spellers, you can visit SeanoftheSouth.com, and there you can find out all sorts of information that you didn't know you didn't need to know about me. And while you're there, I hope you take the time to drop me a line. Tell me what's important to you. Tell me what's going on in your life. I'd like to hear it. And in case anyone hadn't told you today already, I love you. Now go say that to somebody else. Have a great day.